Hello, Tim Watson and Gilbert Roy. So I've got a lag on this. So if I am saying hi to you really late, that's probably why. I am on slow Canadian internet, and in Canada, in rural Canada, we're like 5 years behind the rest of the world. I think I even had faster Wi-Fi in India. Yeah. How are you guys today? So I guess I'm going to just tell you guys about the project that I have planned, and I'll have to repeat it a few times. I'm thinking of putting together an e-course about how to teach yourself about plants. And I was going to ask people what some of the barriers you have to learning about plants, or what you have had if you already know your plants really well. Yes, Tim, we're having great weather here. It's finally nice. It went from like snowstorms to 30 degrees in about a week. 30 degrees Celsius. That's a big difference. Gilbert, where are you on vacation? Or just Hi, happy trails. I realized right before the stream that I hadn't eaten all day, so I've got a smoothie. That's great. Well, no, it's not great to hear, I guess. So Tim, you say you don't have any idea where to start, which I think is where I hear a few people are with their plant ID. And yeah. I'm a babbling idiot live. I actually just had a Skype interview last week, and I think I just turned into a babbling idiot. I don't know what to do with myself, and I don't know if I'm. Yeah. Hi, Science Mom. Hi, Joran. Hi. Am I missing anyone? No. Okay, for those of you who've just come here, I'm talking about maybe doing an e-course for helping people to learn about plants. Obviously, just teaching a course about plants isn't really going to work because every plant community is different. So that's something that I like to do in real life when I can show people plants. But I've heard a lot of people asking me how I know so much about plants, and really I was forced to learn in school, but I'm happy I was, and it's something I liked learning. But without doing that, I probably would have still been bumbling around trying to look through a giant guide and scratching my head. Yes, so welcome everyone. I don't know how much of a time lag I have. I'm on slow internet. Everyone likes babbling, good. At least my you're not, no one here's uh, judging me enough to give me a job. But if any of you want to give me a job, I'll take it. Um, oh yeah, that's another thing that it's maybe I shouldn't be telling people about this too early because it's not definite. But Clay and I are going to be moving closer to mountains again, and hopefully, kind of a permanent move. We're both trying to find jobs in a small school district. So, well, we have alarms. We live out in the middle of nowhere. It's weird to get alarms. And a howling dog. Huh. Ah, Joran just subscribed to Tim Watson. Yes, that was a good move. Tim Watson is great. Everyone here is great. So, yeah. What are alarms doing out here? I don't know if you guys hear that. So yeah, I was going to ask, for those of you who didn't hear me ask, if you feel like there's any barriers to you learning about plants. Like, do you just get out and are you overwhelmed, or like do you have a plant guide and do you use it, or does it just like seem too big and you don't know where to start? Or if you do know your plants, like where did you start and what really helped you to learn them? Oh, yes, they are coming for me. They know my secret. Ah, dangerous and poisonous plants. Yes, that's a good point. And there's a lot of really good edible plants out there that resemble poisonous plants, like death camas and wild onion look quite similar around here. The one smells like onion, which helps. We have Indian hellebore that looks like a lot of things. So that's a good point, and that's something I definitely want to make sure I cover. It's something I want to make a video on soon. I just have to make sure I compile shots of all of these toxic plants. Yes, happy trails. Either you can eat it or you die. That's yeah. We don't want to die from eating plants. That's actually uh sort of why I've avoided mushrooms. Uh, I, I know I could sit down and teach myself, but I just have not really gotten into mushrooms, and right now I'm in a drier area, so there's not really many mushrooms to learn. Gray Man Outdoors says I started out with a book called Midwest Foraging. Oh, Science Mom's kids just got home from school, so she's skedaddling. Okay. A taxonomic key, that's great too. And it'll understand taxonomy and the different groups of plants, I think really helped me. And now I feel like I can go to a new place and kind of look at a plant and be like, oh yeah, I kind of I kind of know what that might be, and it helps me know where to look in my plant guide, so I'm not just flipping through 300 pages of random plants. Um, but it's also good to know. Do you guys have any favorite plant guides? Because I could also do a list of recommended plant guides for different regions. I like Lone Pine plant guides, and that's a Canadian company, and I think they mostly cover Western Canada. They might do Eastern Canada, they just don't sell them in Western Canada. Well, we've got some wind. Is the wind doing the loud, windy thing? Or does my voice sound okay? I might have to go inside. Midwest. I'm going to write Midwest foraging on. Would not be helpful to me, but definitely if you found it helpful, then other people will. Hmm. Uh, yeah, so that's going to be a big job. Cattail is one of my favorite plants. I was planning on doing this whole big cattail series. I started it 2 years ago, and then last year I missed the cattail season because it was taking so long here. And then I went south to visit my family, and cattail season was kind of done there. I wanted to harvest the pollen part of it, but the every part of the plant is useful or edible in cattails. So I want to do more cattail stuff. Yes, it's a brilliant plant. It's right up there with stinging nettle and dandelions in my list of favorite plants. The Forager's Harvest. I should have actually brought out some of my favorite books. Um, I'm gonna go grab my book collection. I'll be like 30 seconds. Talk amongst yourself. What you're already doing. Okay, be back. All my favorite. So my lone pine ones, I have a collection of them. I think this is the only one I grabbed in the stack. I have about 5 of these, and yeah, lone pine are great ones, and for Canada and I guess northern U.S. because the plants they don't need a passport to cross the border. This is for anyone that lives a little further north. This is really my favorite book. I use it less now that I've moved further south. The Boreal Herbal. It's oh, here's the range of it. So if you live in that area, I highly recommend this book. It's The Boreal Herbal by Beverly Gray. And it has food, medicine, and kind of some more spiritual stuff, which I'm kind of into. I find it really interesting, but it doesn't go overboard on it. So if you're not into that, you can just skip it. There's always so much you need to learn, Happy Trails. Not you, but everyone. There's like so much to learn about nature. And the thing about starting this YouTube channel is that I'd either forgotten a lot of it or I just plain didn't know it. So every time I do one of my videos with lots of information in it, I put a lot of research into it. So I'm teaching myself, and it's yeah, believe it or not everything in my videos is stuff that I just pull out of my brain. I do research it. Is Canada part of China? No. Do we have rice? And we do not have rice cattails there. I'm not quite sure what they are. No, Happy Trails. I'm not calling you stupid. Or if I am, I'm calling us all stupid. Oh, why explore? You're here. Hello and welcome. So we are talking, if a few of you have come in, we're talking about an e-course I sort of want to make on how to teach yourself about plants, because I can't teach people plants that don't grow here. It makes it hard, but a lot of them don't know where to start. So I want to help, but I also want to know why you don't know where to start, or yeah, or if you do, or where you have started if you are already on your plant journey. Do I have any other books that I really like? Um, this is another good one for like Western North America. The Royal BC Museum Handbook has made. I've got food plants of the interior peoples, the coastal First Peoples, and plant technology. And I've seen a few people with this book. This one's a fun one too. I haven't actually used much of it. It's something I'd like to do with a lot more um, kind of bushcraft, using traditional primitive skills. I'd really love to do more of that. We'll see. I'm staying in Canada this summer, so maybe I'll have more time. Greyman just learned about chaga last year. I've never actually found chaga that I'm able to harvest. I've only found it's not very common around here, and when I have found it, it's been too high for me. Oh, Life on the Trail is here. Hello and welcome. Oh, why Explorer thinks I'm already full of knowledge, but I just pretend. That's the beauty of YouTube is I can research and then I can edit out when I say something stupid, which I can't do right now. That's the problem with going live. That's why I don't do it very often. That and my slow internet. Oh, Greymans, you've got a chaga gold mine. Awesome. Sort of like teaching too. Sometimes I wish I could edit my teaching because I get all my words jumbled and the kids are all like, "What?" I also do that when I'm writing, but kids love correcting their teachers, so that's okay. Oh, Chris Rumble. Okay, Buford Goober. I don't know what you're on about. Um. Oh, bye. Happy trails. Have a good dinner. Why Explorer says, "How do you see yourself sharing the knowledge in the future?" I'd like to do an e-course, and I don't know much about making e-courses. I've started to make a course outline for it, but how do I make that and put the E in e-course? I don't know. Uh, yeah, and it would be something I would monetize. I'd probably do like a free period is my plan and open it up to some of you folks. But then, yeah, it would be something I'd monetize because I would like to make a little money online. Just saying, it would be nice. Oh, Gilbert Ruddell has foot in the mouth disease. Yep, I I definitely have that. Am I going anywhere soon? I'm we're doing a big move this summer. We were planning a Yukon trip and maybe with a canoe of a Yukon River, but that's probably not happening this year. This summer we might. We're going to be kind of in the close to the Rockies, so there'll be some Rocky Mountain videos coming up. No really big trips like India, and um, yeah, I'm going on my first backpacking trip of the season this weekend, and that's a big drive north. I'll probably spend more time driving than hiking, but I'm visiting an old friend too. And that's probably the biggest part of the trip is visiting while hiking. Hello, Up Trail 71. Where are you going? You're packing your gear for your next trip. Where? Where? I want to know where. Hmm. Um, e-course, commerce gurus online. No, but I should study them. It's just been I keep meaning to, but that gets put off because life and yeah, I'm trying to yeah, I'm just trying to keep a lot of things. And one of the reasons I'm here right now is I didn't put out my weekly video, which was going to be a claymation leave no trace video, but I just got care. I just had the real life stuff to take care of first, and it never got done. But I thought it was a good opportunity to have a chat. Oh, Up Trail 71 is meeting Jason from Outdoor Adventures. That's a good channel, and so I'm looking forward to seeing that video. Sounds great. Pay Pay Flynn. I'm writing that down. Thanks, Mark. Um, you're going, okay. Goodbye, Chris. You're going off to load some building materials for the cottage build. That sounds fun. Sounds more valuable. Sounds better than sitting around and staring at a computer screen. Oh, no, Pat Flynn. Okay. And you went camping with 39 camper. Cool. That's yeah, it'd be fun. And that's another thing I'd kind of like to do this summer. I'll be living. I think there's a few YouTubers that will be living in closer proximity to me, so I'll definitely get a chance to meet a few of them. I've been trying to meet up with Carl the Madman for a while now, because once in a while we're in the same regions of the province, but life is there's always something. Yeah, life, right? Um, Anyway, I should probably be getting going now. I've only been on for 23 minutes, I guess. But I do have limited internet at my house. Hey, that's another thing that's going to be awesome about moving, is I'll be on real internet again. So I look forward to that. I'll be able to upload from my house and maybe go live from time to time. Oh, Ranger Cookie has just arrived. Hello, Cookie. Oh, and you're hoping to hang out with Adventure Archives. You just get to hang out with everyone. But I guess you travel to do that, so that's fair. Archives is another great channel. I'm hoping one day they come to BC, and then I can convince them to hike with me. Okay, well, I'm going to sign off. Thank you, everyone, for your inputs and your thought. It was nice chatting, and yeah. There's a lot of great channels here, so make sure you if you see anyone you don't recognize, maybe go check them out, because yeah, good channels here, good channels. Okay, I think as soon as I figure out how to, oh, there's the end stream button. Okay, have a good evening, everyone.